Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me here at Chess with Chris. Nice to get a few of you in here, actually, even before I even start. So that's beautiful. Usually I start when there's at least one. Good to see you too, Sonic Castle. Did you guys actually hear that? Because I heard the whole distinct pleasure to meeting you. I want to make sure you guys heard that. I don't think you did actually, because in this scene, yeah, line one is not active. Ah, shoot. Sorry about that, Sonic Castle. Um, yeah. I think I have to be in like in one of these modes. So now you should be able to hear it. If you do it again, although it needs to be 1 minute later. So maybe wait a few seconds and try it again. I messed some stuff up when I was moving my basement around last weekend, and I don't know why something would have been affected. I also upgraded my chatbot, so I think some settings had to be redone somehow. Like it logged me out when I upgraded, which I thought was a pain in the butt. But okay. So I already have a challenge here. Oh, Martin Halls wants to play again. That's the guy I beat yesterday. Let's start out with some puzzles. I gotta say, guys, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. So I can't promise the highest playing ability right now. I think yesterday I was, yeah, you guys heard me sneezing yesterday. Uh yeah, I think that was a little bit too fast for some reason. It shouldn't have been though. I think there's only a 1 minute cooldown on all of these. Let me double check. Bum bum ba. Yeah, cooldown's only 1 minute. Hmm. Although, if you guys are spending points, like there shouldn't be any cooldown. Maybe I'll fix that eventually. I was trying to test the sounds off stream, and I guess when I'm not live, I can't actually initiate any of those Hobson, like James speak commands. So I'm not sure. Okay. All right. So yeah, my studies. So I wanted to start out, guys, by going through a few puzzles with you. We solved a bunch of these a few weeks ago. Um, Maybe we can like warm up with some of these, but I don't want to give away the solution or whatever. So like I think this is which chapter am I on right now? This is chapter 11. I think the first. Let me look at this book really quick. Trying to figure out how many of these. Like it starts to get easier after the first few, and I'm trying to remember how many that is. I think it's just the first. Jeez, so unprepared here. Yeah, I think the first six are pretty difficult, and then it gets really easy around seven, and it starts to get hard again. So yeah, we'll start with number 7. Bullet Lifter probably not today. No. I may play against viewers a little bit later, but right now I just want to warm up with some puzzles. So this is chapter 7 in a study. I'll go ahead and link you guys to this study. Actually, no, I shouldn't link you guys to this study because then you could just use Stockfish or whatever to find the answer. But anyway, yeah. So the point is here to try to solve this and look at this. So yeah, let's look over. Let's do some puzzles to start, and then we'll play against viewers later. Martin Halls, I see your challenge. If you want to leave that up, I'll play you first when I get around to that. But for now, let's do some puzzles together. A clean demo version of Mindbrand. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear, man. Let's do that one from now on, just so I don't have to make an exception for you on the whole song request thing. I'm glad you found that, Sonic Castle. Yeah, so Misanthrope. I think most of these are mates, but yeah, I mean, mate would also be the best move, right? So Sonic Castle requested that. I see you requested Mind Brand already. I hope that's the clean version that you requested. Piano tutorial? Is that right? Is that what you wanted to request, Sonic Castle? Because it says synesthesia piano tutorial. I hope that's right. Any ideas on this position, guys? I've gone over this already, so I'm looking for suggestions from the chat. Like I've already solved this, so I'm hoping one of you guys can solve it. It should be just piano. Oh, nice, Sonic Castle. So Sonic Castle is just Queen H5. Yeah, so Queen H5 is actually really good. Queen H5, and then if he takes, then there's mate on H7, and if he doesn't take, there's mate on H8. So, yeah, Queen H5 is the answer. Taking on C2 or doing whatever, like, just leads to mate on H8 or H7. And if we go back, take the queen, then there's mate on H7. Yeah, so that was relatively easy. They get a little bit harder as we go along. I still had some arrows here as hints or whatever. Okay, so here's the next one. This one's quite nice. It took me a minute to find it again, but yeah. Some nice puzzles here. Yeah, Sonic Castle. Were you here when we did this earlier? Maybe you're remembering these from the last time I showed these on stream. But yeah, Rook takes C7. And I think the only move is Bishop takes, because otherwise it'd be mate. So far easy for me. Okay. So knight A7. Yeah, and everything's covered. All right. Okay. So here we are, the next one. Yeah, and these are relatively easy to begin with. Yeah. Yeah, I did share these recently. If you've seen this before, if you remember it, probably wait a little bit longer for maybe someone else to try and solve it. Yeah, I've shown all of these up until I added a few new ones today, so we'll get to the new ones here pretty soon. But if you've seen this before, try to refrain. Maybe let someone else get a crack at it. Yeah, Chess Engineer, these are easier, that's for sure. You think it's even less? Wow. Okay. Probably a 900 can see it too. Maybe. I don't know. That's possible. I mean, if you tell a 900 player that this is a puzzle and he has to play for your mate, then yeah, he'd probably see it. But if you get in a position similar like to this in a game, I don't think he would find it. Even in a real game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. But okay, so the solution is rook g6 check. They have to take. There's no other legal move. And then 97 double checkmate. That's quite nice. All right. So first one, if you've seen it before or not, like I'm just looking for chat participation. Go ahead and see if you can solve this one quickly. First one to to say the answer in chat wins or whatever. Martinell says rook takes g6, and he's right. Rook takes g6, h takes g6, and the threat now is bishop f6, and you can't stop mate on h8. All right, yeah, pretty easy stuff. So these are all pretty good tactics to know. I mean, not tactics, but patterns to know when you're attacking an enemy king. Try some 2100 puzzles. Yeah, so we'll get to harder stuff later. That's for sure. So Chess Engine user doesn't like this. If anyone else feels the same way, we can change gears and do something more difficult. Like I was planning on doing like the LeeChess.org puzzles. Right now I think my rating's around 1900. It used to be 2100, so I would like to get that back up. I lowered it on purpose a while ago. This is so far the challenging one now. So Sonic Castle, if you're not seeing this one right away, what's wrong with warming up slowly? Yeah, I don't know. I just Chess Engine user just seems so like this sucks. Yeah, I mean everyone's at different levels, right? Misanthrope says this is way too hard already. Well, Misanthrope, like you're 1800, right? Oh, you're tired. Okay. Like I know Chess Engine user is probably better than me at chess or whatever. Like he's always giving me better suggestions, like better moves than I played in the game. Oh no, you're 1300. Oh, I see. So 17. Chess Engine user says he's 1700. I started 1150 3 weeks ago. Oh wow, very new to chess, aren't you? Are you new to chess, or you just like 1700 was sandbagging? Yeah, don't do that. You get banned for sandbagging. Mr. Sabon is a strong player. Sonic Castle can't see it. Oh, okay, so you've known how to play. I see. Yeah, well, it's good you're studying it now, because the more you study, you'll get a lot more out of chess the more you know about it. All right, so no one's given the answer to this one yet. Chess Engine user, you're saying it's too easy. What's the answer, man? Martinell says I was 2050, but I lost time to someone somewhere yesterday to chess with Chris. Yeah. I'm not saying the answer. Let the posters find it. Okay. It's easy to say, right? It's like, oh, I've seen this. Oh, but I'm not going to prove it. No, I'm not going to prove it. That to miss was too dumb for me. So Sonic Castle, you think you got it? A 2100. Oh, 2100 of course would see this. Yeah. No, I know. I'm not saying this is a difficult puzzle. I'm saying we should still solve it before moving on. Walk before you can, or crawl before you can walk. Walk before you run. It's a funny piano version of this song. Is this the only clean version you could find? Rook takes the air. Yeah. Rook takes the air is a good hint. Because it is a rook move. That should really give it away because it basically has to be a check, right? Because like black has checks available that would harass the white king. And there's only one, yeah, Martinelli is right. Rook h8 check. It's the only rook check move. So king takes h8. You're looking forward to play under 1800 at the World Open. Oh man, don't do that. All right, so yeah, that's the solution. So rook h8 with queen h6 check. All right, so moving on. King f7 to prolong the game. Yeah, I think he might either lose or draw to repetitive checks after that. What if the king ran to f7? Was that possible? Okay, so I actually didn't solve this bit. Well, I didn't show this bit anyway. But yeah, there is a mate from here as well. Then queen d7, king g6, and there's mate. Yeah. Yeah, king g6 is the only move. And mate here is not too hard. Just queen takes g7. Subone asks, do you know what the Rubin Fine says about tactics? Yeah, I can't say that I do, Mr. Sebon. But yeah, so the other line here with king f7 is good to know. All right, let's go back. Tactics is 90% of the game. Yeah. Okay, so I've heard that before. I didn't know it was a Rubin Fine quote. And you said one there. I guess there's more to it. Aphex Twin. Nice request. Very atmospheric. So Sonic Castle says, this one's easy. Bullet Lifter, King f7. What is King f7? There's no King f7. Chess Engineer says, my next tournament is a Western Class Championship Section B. I was hoping Section C under 1500, but they won't allow that. All combinations are based on a double attack. Huh, that's interesting. I guess it's to a certain extent that is true. Salty Clan says this is the Arabian mate pattern. Is that true? Is it Arabian mate if it's on the corner? I guess it is. Bullet Lifter says knight f7. Okay, so f7 is right here. No knight can go to f7. My brother, who started chess playing Section E under 900, would love that. Sonic Castle says rook h7 and knight f6. Yeah. Rook h7 is the right first move. Whoops, not there. Let's delete that. Say rook h7 here. And if he takes, you have knight f6 check. And if he goes out this way, let's look at takes first. So king takes, knight f6 check, and the king going up or down, the rook h7 is mate. Doesn't matter. Knight f6, yeah, okay. Yeah, not f7, f6. Yeah, but if you start with f6, it's not as forcing. You got to start with rook h7 first so that knight f6 becomes check. All right, so, and then if he doesn't take the rook, we go here, and then knight f6, and then here, and then either one of these rooks to f7 would be mate. That's another good one. I learned the Arabian mate, and that's it. Take my king, I take yours. Yeah, if only that were legal. If only that were legal. Okay. It's another fun one. I learned it from Lichess Practice. Oh, the Arabian mate. Oh, right. The practice thing on Lichess is kind of nice for knowing a few of the mating like patterns or whatever. When I was first 8 years old, my uncle told me you can ignore checks and take the king, and the game still continues until you lose your last piece. Wow. I've never heard anybody teach chess like that. That's nuts. Must be a family variant. That's the Chess Engine user family variant of chess. Yeah, Salty, I'm not sure if he just played knight g6 or if the... Okay, so we're on the next puzzle. Sebulon says queen g8. Okay, and what's the follow-up? Queen g8, rook takes is the only legal move. Misanthrope, you almost have it, because if knight g6 takes, queen h3, there's king over, unfortunately. So yeah, putting the queen here, forcing the rook over, that idea actually works. So queen here, rook there, and then knight here, and then the rook gives mate. Yeah, you were really close, Misanthrope. And Sebulon said the idea is to play rook h2. Yeah, eventually rook h2. But yeah, that was quite nice. So that was a quick one. On to the next. On to the next. Oh, that's true. You couldn't even start with knight g6 because the knight was pinned to the king. Yeah, knight g6 was actually illegal. Martinell says, in an over-the-board game, I stumbled upon a beautiful chess problem. Maybe you'd like to take a look. Yeah, I think I'll take a look. I will save that for later. We just open up a new window here. And I'll save that. Sonic also doesn't want to say the solution. Yeah, there's a couple of branches to look at, but yeah, the solution is rather straightforward. Knight g6 game continues. Rook takes d1. Knight takes h8, and then I play rook takes h8. Oh man. Bulletlifter says, "Wait, this is too easy. There must be a catch." No, probably not, Bulletlifter. Just say what you're thinking. Now these are easy. These are easier. Yeah. Sonic Castle says, "Well, I could show you some more tricky mate and 2 puzzles if you want." Um, yeah, that'd be more interesting, probably. Once we finish these, and there's only like a handful, like maybe 5 more of these to go, and then we can go from there. Salty Clown says, Queen A1 check. Queen A1 check, I play Queen D4. Oh, yeah, no, Salty Clown, you have to give mate. Yeah, that's not mate. Queen D4, I play Queen takes A3. What? Take my king, I take the rook. Hard puzzle never start with check or take. No, I wouldn't say this is very hard. Like, I'll give you guys a hint. It actually is a check, but it's not Queen A1 check. Man, this is a great request. Are these Martinel's requests again? Yeah, Martinel's has got some good requests here. Thanks, man. This is great. Queen B2 check. No. Just engine users trolling. It's not Queen B2 check. Rook H7, bullet lifter with the solution. Rook H7. Nice. King takes H7 is the only legal move. And from here, we have mate in 2 with Queen F7. And if King H8, Queen H7. And if King H6, there's G5 mate. Very nice bullet lifter. I hope you saw all these lines, right? If the king goes up or if the king goes back, because Queen F7 is the only follow-up that makes any sense. So good job. G5, the black queen is drunk and can take on G5. Stumbling out of the line. Not quite, not quite. All right. So here's the next one. And this is one that even I haven't solved before yet. So let me see if I can solve this quickly. It looks like mate in 3 to me. I think I see a mate in 3. 1, 2, 3, right? Oh wait, what if the king goes there? Oh, then it's mate in 4, right? Da da da. That's mate in 1. Up there, it's mate in 2. I think. Yeah. So mate in 4 with a sideline that's mate in 3. Bishop F7, Queen F5, Queen G6. Yeah, I guess that works too. I was looking at Queen H5 instead of Queen F5. Oh, Queen F5, there's Knight F6 actually, right? Queen F5, Knight F6. Yeah, bullet lifter, you guys are saying Queen F5, but I think Queen H5 is better. Isn't it? Because after Queen F5, there's Knight F6. Okay, so you guys are talking about bishop. I mean, I saw bishop f7, right? The only move is king takes. And you guys are saying queen f here, but after knight here, then what? Yeah, I think queen h5 is better. So queen h5, and if here, there's mate, and if here, there's mate in 2. Yeah, Sabone, I think queen h5 is the answer. So now king h8, check here, there, and mate. And if king up this way, it's mate in 1. Those are the only legal moves. Yeah, so queen h5 is more accurate. King e8. Engine user, you're so trolly. Oh my god. You just really don't like these puzzles, do you? Alright, well, moving on. We only have a few more to go. 4 more to go. Here we go. Again, I haven't solved this one yet. Hmm. Oh. Oh, that's cute. I like this one. It's a nice pattern, actually. If you don't know this pattern already. Rook f4. What? Mr. Sabone says Rook f8, Bishop f6, Knight h6. Yes. Very good, Sabone. That's the right one. That's what I just saw. So Rook h here. And what do we do if king up? I guess bishop here is mate, right? So we take. But I'll just show that line really quick. So if king up, then this is mate. And if we take, then it's mate in 2. Bishop f6. This is the only legal move. And then we go here. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So Sonic Castle is giving positions in Fen notation. So what are these positions that you're giving Sonic Castle? Oh, those are the more difficult mate in 2s? Okay. Yeah, I'll bring those in a little bit as soon as we finish these. Okay, yeah, I have both of those up here. Sabone says he won't tell the next one. Okay. So Bulletlifter says Queen e5. I haven't actually solved this. I don't know. I don't know if Queen e5 is right. Queen e5, he takes the rook, and then what? Yeah, I don't think it's Queen e5. Sonic Castle says, so far I know the solution of these puzzles, but they were tricky for me. I could show some more, but I don't know the solution to it. That's okay, Sonic Castle. So I have 2 that you've given so far. Why don't you wait and give those to me when I'm ready for them? Because I have 3 more to go in this series. All right, so what's going on here? Sabone says I think Sabone understands like what the solution is, but he hasn't actually said. But he doesn't want to say. So I'm looking at Rook e7, but I don't see. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, so it's rook f8. Yeah, yeah. So you need to. That's actually interesting. Like talking about rook f8. Plo positive. Good job, man. Yeah, rook f8 first. So rook f8, rook f8, and then queen e5, and then this is mate. So yeah, GG. I don't think there were any other alternatives. Like there's no king here or king takes, so you have to go rook takes. And here they only there's this. What do we do here? Is this right? Plo positive says knight h8. Knight h8, rook h8? Yeah, I don't see the mate. Oh, Sonic Castle, I was saying that you should wait and give me the positions for later. Like give them to me when I need them. Like I have a few positions to show, and then I'll start showing other ones. So give those other positions to me when I'm ready for them. Rook f8, rook takes f8, then knight h8. Oh, but knight h8 you just take. Oh, it's check. Oh, I see. And then this is mate. Oh, much better. I see. So knight h8 now taking away the square. And if rook f7, then we have mate here. Nice. King f7, queen e5. That was really nice, actually. Yeah, Mr. Sabone actually didn't find this one. Yeah, knight h8. Plo positive. Nicely done, man. Nicely done. Yeah, you found that one before I did, actually. Because I was distracted by a whole bunch of other lines. I was looking at rook e7. I was looking at rook f8, followed by queen e5 immediately. Yeah. It's an interesting one for sure. They're getting a little trickier. I think as this book moves on, it's a small little book filled with some puzzles like this, where they look semi-realistic if there were like more material on the board. But yeah, this book has a whole bunch of skeleton positions like this that become harder and harder as the book goes through. All right, so what's going on here? Okay, this looks actually relatively easy. I'm not seeing even any sidelines. Like there's only one legal move for black in every line. Yeah, chess engine user. This one is yeah, Plo positive. I agree. Rook h8. It just seems really easy. You take then go here, and then here, and then mate. I don't even see any other sidelines. Like there's no other legal moves for black, right? King takes h8. It's the only legal move. Queen h6. King g8 is the only legal move, and then you give mate. It's rook takes g7. What? Oh my god. Yeah. Never mind. What was I saying? It's not that easy. I totally missed that the rook was guarding. So does rook h8 even work? Yeah. Whoops. Knight h6 is the first move. Knight h6 check. King doesn't have f8, so king h8. And then knight f7 double check. Oh, that's cute. So knight here. Only one legal, well, it's two legal moves, right? So king h7 makes the most sense. Here? Yeah, then this is mate. And if he goes back, then rook h8 is mate. Aha! Knight h6 was better. Yeah, chess engine user is much better. So 97 doesn't work because the rook takes, right? Yeah, Sonic Castle 97, the rook takes. Or are you saying the rook, you want the rook to take? 97 rook takes, rook h8, queen h6. Yeah, I mean, the king's on g8 after queen h6. So queen h8, king takes h8. Yeah, knight h6 is the answer, I think. So king h8 is simple, right? Because there's only this line. But king h7, and there's two mates to look at. Even with rook takes. Yeah, so I think we solved this. Knight h6 is the answer. All right. Good. One more. This is the last one in this series of easy ones, according to Chess Engine User. So knight g6, maybe? It's not forcing. The king's wide open. I need forcing moves. Looks like rook f8, maybe. Rook f8, king takes, knight g6. Bishop takes, rook h8 mate. And if the king steps over either to g8 or e8, rook h8 is mate then too. So yeah, this is relatively simple, right? Rook h8 mates everywhere. Rook f8, I go king h7. Okay. So maybe there's mate here too, though, right? Is there mate here? Huh. Oh, I missed this, actually. There is mate here. Oh, you go rook h8. King takes. Knight double check here, and then mate. Yeah, so this is mate in 4, actually. So king h7 is better. King h7 makes it a mate in 4 instead of a mate in 3. All the other lines are mate in 3. This is mate in 4. Yeah. It's a good find, Chess Engine User. All right, so this is the last one. All right, so someone, who was it that linked me to the study? Was that Martinez? Do. All right, so I have 3 more that were linked to me. I'm trying to find out who linked me to the study earlier. Boop boop doo. Yeah, no, it was Martinez. Okay, so Martinez gave me this study here. So I'm gonna put this in here. So apparently, so whose turn is it? Is it obvious from the? How do I figure out whose turn it is? I mean, I'm looking at this from White's perspective. Maybe that tells me it's white to move. Yeah. All right. Good. Life as a chess player is tough for me. I've been eating oranges all day and night. Eating oranges? What? Oh, no food. Oh, damn, dude. I mean, oranges are good unless that's all you have. Oh, man. Okay, so white to move. I want to take the bishop, right? But apparently this is a mate problem? Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with taking the bishop and then making a queen, right? Because, like, you take the bishop, and there's no way to stop the queen, right? You go here, here, and then you're making a queen. Oh, but I guess there's stalemate, actually, right? Like, or no, not really. Because he always has this move. It's a mate problem. It's a mate problem. Huh. I mean, I'm just making a queen, right? Like, I just make a queen and then mate you. Like, you make a queen on A1 and then mate on H8. Like, A8, you make a queen on A8 and then mate on H8. Like, I don't see, like, eventually he's gonna have to take this pawn and open up this file. So it just seems trivial to me. Like, I can't tell you how many moves it is, but like, I'm just breaking through here. B takes A6, B takes A6. Oh, that's true. Huh, Martinez, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he does stop the pawns. Never mind. Yeah, and if I go here, he just takes and then the pawns are stopped too. Ouch. Okay, wait a minute. Why not after B takes A6, B takes A6, then G takes H6, the king has to take and you take the pawns on the F file. Yeah, so Sonokatsu, I was just looking at that actually. So you take here, king takes, and then take on F6. But when you take on F7, the king will escape to G5. And that's not so easy, right? Like you have to play something. So take. Like if the king goes to F7, then the black king has the G5 square to escape. And maybe even stop this pawn. So you got to be careful with that line. Maybe play F4 first. You got to play F4 first, and then take on F7. So the F4 pawn and the H3 pawn cover the G file while the king is up on F7. Right. Sonokatsu, we're thinking alike there. Martinez says in that variant, king takes A6, the king goes to G5. Right. Yeah. So we just talked about the F4 to stop that. So I'm gonna go here. Takes. Here. Then just here, I guess. And there. And then here, and then there. And I make a queen and then checkmate you. Is there some more clever way of doing this that like ends in mate much faster? Like I don't even understand how to put the king in check. There is a quick mate. Really? Well, this is tough. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we see a winning line, right? Like this B takes, G takes, king takes. Like this just wins. If the king is stuck on the H file, I'm queening. I put the king on F8, march my pawn all the way up. I mean, yeah, the king escapes, but I'm going to mate you in, 7-8 moves at least. But but apparently there's a much faster way to win that it's not easy. Yeah, Sonokatsu, it's what I'm wondering too. Like, I don't even know how to put the king in check. Like, you gotta move the king somewhere. Like, force the king to move somewhere where you can checkmate him. Wow. Maybe if somehow the pawn stays on H6, you can force the king to move to G5 when the F4 would be made. Like, if these pawns were both here. Like, if we go here, like, I wanna force the king to move here. Yeah, but then he always has H5. That doesn't work. Make black push the pawn to G4 and then mate by taking. G4. Alright. Aha. So the only legal move is G5, and then you go here. G4 mate. Wow, that's so cute. Look at this, guys. Wow. I think I got it. So B takes. Let's delete this line. Is that right? Yeah, nice. B takes G6. Yeah, so pull positive. His hint was the only reason I got that. Like, so F takes, King takes, G5 is the illegal move. You go King F5, G4, and then take and it's mate. Oh, that's really beautiful. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing that. That was really nice. Okay, so now we have a couple from Sonic Castle. This one was from Sonic Castle here. It's a mate in 2. Well, I mean, it's trivial to mate, but mating in 2 moves, I think, is the challenge here. So, like, bishop here, the king has to move there or there, but it's mate in 3, right? Bishop here, king there, and it's mate in 3. Apparently there's a mate in 2. Oh, sorry, Sonic Castle. So where's the mate in 2? King this way would be stalemate. Don't want to do that. Or it just comes back when I say this. It just comes back. Oh, so now you can see me. All right. Okay. So Sonic Castle, I see mate in 3, but you're saying this is a mate in 2 problem. Is that what you're saying? Bishop e4. Yeah, so I just looked at bishop e4. It's mate in 3. Bishop e4, king d1, queen c2, king e1, queen e2 mate. That's mate in 3. Queen c1. Mr. Savone. Oh, I see what you're saying. Bishop e4, and instead of bishop c2 mate, it's bishop c1. Bishop c2 check, it's queen c1. Gotcha. Well, no, because king d1. Bishop e4, king d1. Yeah, king d1 is what I was looking at. Yeah, king e1 is mate just from like queen e2, but king d1. Bishop b1 is the same problem, right? King d1? Mate in 2. Wow. I mean, I see mate in 3. Isn't that good enough? Sonic Castle says king e4. I don't know. King e4, there's... Like, how do you checkmate when the king's on e2? Like, king e4, king e2. I'm not sure, Misanthrope. Bishop e1, queen c2. What? Queen c2, there's king e1. Bishop b2, king d1, queen c2, king e1. With the bishop on d3. Imagine you're on move 48. What's the point of this puzzle for a practical game? Yeah, I don't know, Salty. I mean, it is nice to be able to find the mate in 2 or whatever, but I mean, yeah, if you can mate in 3 in 2 seconds versus mate in 2 in half an hour or whatever. Yeah, I'm tempted to check Stockfish Sonic Castle because I don't see a mate in 2. You You're never losing. This is white. No, this is true. This is true. But there's something to be said for finding the best move. Queen b3. What's the point? Queen b3, there's king c1. And there's no mate. There is a mate in 2. Yeah, I don't want to give up quite yet. If Sonic Castle is positive that there's a mate in 2, I'm not ready to give up. Especially if Chess Engine User can't solve it. All right. Oh, what about Bishop b3? No, Bishop b3 allows king d3. There's no mate. Bishop b3, king d3. Oh, bishop b5 mate. That's mate. I got it. Bishop a4. Yeah. Bishop a4, king here, mate. And king here, mate. Holy crap. I think I got it. Is that right, Sonic Castle? Oh, you just said bishop a4. Okay, I think I saw that. I think I got that before you said that. So this is the prettiest version. And then, yeah, there's also this move that you have to know that Queen e2 is fairly obvious. But yeah, King d3, and then there's this like crisscross mate, but with the king acting as the back rank. Normally this is on the back rank, right, where this is the edge of the board, and then this mate pattern exists. But here the king acts as the back rank in this pattern. That's really beautiful. Sonic Castle, try to refresh. It shouldn't be so long. It really shouldn't be that long. Bishop a4. Yeah, it's a beautiful puzzle actually. I'm glad we stuck around to the end of that one. Yeah, Martinez, is it actually being transcoded? Can you check the drop down? Is it actually being transcoded right now? Look at this white to move and draw. Sabone. Okay, we have one more from Sonic Castle here. It's another mate in 2, I think. Yeah, but Martinez, is there an option to transcode like to 360p or 120 or whatever? Like Twitch doesn't always do that for me. Wait, what? So the king's in the center of the board, and there's mate in 2. Black doesn't have any checks, so you can't actually wait here. Like, what's the defense to this? I guess he has knight here. So bishop here doesn't work because of knight here. Oh, there's no transcodes. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I try to keep the stream fairly low bit rate so that transcodes aren't really necessary. Like I'm just above 1000 kbps. Other streamers like King's Crusher go really low, like 400, and I don't know. Like King's Crusher, I couldn't do that. This is mate in 2. Apparently, Chess Engine User, yes, it is. And my other question is, you know, he has moves like this, giving his king this square. So like even here, he's got pawn here, so that he has king there. Chess Engine User already sees the solution. Really? Queen d5 or bishop d5, king d6. There's no mate there. Bishop e4, bishop e4. Bishop e4 threatening bishop f5, but bishop e4, there's knight here. Sorry, bishop e4, there's knight here defending. Oh, but then bishop here is mate. Oh, I see it now. Got it. So yeah, bishop e4. So he doesn't have this move, and we're threatening bishop here mate. And the only moves to defend. Oh, but there's knight here defending. So what do we do after this? Oh, this is mate. Haha. And if knight here, this is mate. And if nothing, then we also have this mate. That's pretty cool. Knight e7. Yeah, knight e7. There was rook f6. It's quite a nice puzzle. The chess engine user grandmaster. All right, so we're done with Martinez, and all right, so Sabo wants a new one here. So let's go to the analysis board. I'll try to set up that position that you mentioned. How do I do that? Board editor. Clear the board. How do I clear it? Clear board. Yeah, there we go. So, Mr. Sabo, I don't remember when you said that. Can someone scroll up and find that for me? I'm trying to find it myself. Oh, you just pasted it again. Okay, so white king h1, a pawn on f4, h4, black. Black has a king on h6, pawn on g5, and f7. White to move and draw. Oh man, this is some crazy, like... Is this right? G5 and f7? Okay. So analysis board, and Stockfish is off, so I can't see. So white to move and draw. So this is some crazy... I think I've seen this in like the Dvoretsky's endgame manual or something like this, like where... So this is not like a mate problem or anything. This is yeah, how do you draw when your king's so far away from your stuff? This is from 1918. Wow. It's a very useful one. The Lavador. Wow. Take on g5, g6. You have a drawn endgame. Oh, so Sonic Castle, you haven't found another mate in 2? So this is another mate in 2 that's really difficult. No, this is not a joke. This is like a this is an actual endgame study. So he's linked us to a difficult endgame study from 1918. Like, so the thing is, so let's just look at a line here. So you take here, king over, there, and there. And what's wrong? Like, what's the issue? Why can't we just draw easily here? I mean, maybe there's better moves for black. Maybe king up here is more serious. Yeah, because he's got king this way now. Yeah, and how do you draw this? How do you draw this as white actually? Like chess engineer, this is not easy. G takes h5, then king h5, king g2, and king g4, and you've lost, chess engine user. Like, yeah, hg is not quite right. No, black is winning this because he still has this pawn. Black is going to kill both of these pawns. Not king g, not 2 king g2. Okay, wait. I've got more than one people giving me lines. I'm confusing them. G6 in the end, and you have opposition. So you take the pawn and king h5, and then what? Or are you saying that taking the pawn is not right? Like, I mean, this seems like it's lost, right? Like, I don't see a way. G6, 2 g6. Oh, I think I understand now. Because if you push the pawn too far forward, the king can't get in front of it. Is that right? Yeah, 2 g6. Yeah, I did see this in Dvoretsky's endgame manual. So now you go like, now you go here. And you take the opposition because black can't take the opposition here. Oh, you want to go f5 already? Oh, right, because you have to keep pushing the pawn forward. f5. And then you go here, 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 here. Yeah. White draws this. Yeah, so that's not easy, chess engine user. I don't think you saw that right away. Like, I think you just trivialized this and didn't understand black's chances to win. Yeah, so the only way to draw is apparently this line with g6. Let me promote this. Martinelli says, I'm seeking revenge. Yeah. So the thing is, I wanted to concentrate on puzzles today. Well, it's already been an hour, but that puzzle was Salty Clown Easy Kappa. Man. After f5, g takes f5, king g1, king g4. King g1. No, not king g1, f5. What if after f5, g takes f5, king g1, king g4. Yeah, I just said king f1 in that line. King g4, king f1. Oh, you're saying king g4, not king g5. Okay. Well, here we go king g2. Yeah. So king g4, then you play king g2. All right, have a good night, Sonic Castle. Sorry you're having connection issues. Yeah, so you're always getting the opposition as white, and the pawn doesn't promote. Like the black's not far enough in front of his pawn. So king g4. Yeah, you just play king g2. Yeah, so this is a draw. Yeah, so I remember seeing this in Dvoretsky's endgame manual. And I just forgot the theme of tempting the pawn forward. Yeah, so you have to tempt the f pawn so far forward that the king can't get in front of it anymore. So that's the thing. Yeah, Mr. Someone, I remember liking it when I first saw it in the beginning. I just wish I'd remembered it because I didn't remember the solution of g6 and f5. Yeah, that's kind of nice way to secure a draw here. But it's funny, like if I was white here, I would take the pawn and think I was winning for a little bit because I had two pawns, but my king can't actually defend. So it takes some time to even realize that you have to fight for a draw. And then, yeah, that's rough. That's really rough. Okay, so I have a message here. So Lavadora invites me to a study here. So what is this game here, Lavadora? 1711 chapter 1. Isn't this refuted puzzle? I think the engine would find an easier way, no? We could check. You know, let's see if the engine. So yeah, the only draw is h takes g5, so the engine finds that. King h5. The engine says g6 is the only move. F takes, only moves f5. Everything else loses. After f6. Oh. So this is a game that you were showing, or a puzzle, or I mean, I don't understand. Yeah, Chess Engine user, I think that's definitely a composition, for sure. Okay, so this is a puzzle after black plays f6 and white to move and win. This is from a real game. I don't know whose game, like who played this or whatever, but so white to move and win here. You played it over the board last November. So I'm not going to give away the move that I see here, but is the move that you played the solution? Or is there... Yeah, it looks like it must be based on the computer evaluation. H. Madison, 1918. Wow. Yeah, so that's a study then. The move and the defense follow the evaluation. Okay. So this looks really high level. I'm not sure I understand why white would be winning here. Does anyone in the chat have an idea why white would be winning here? I mean, all I see is a light square complex on the king side and very few defenders over here. But I don't see any way to take advantage of that immediately. E6 is weak. Ah, so maybe we have ideas of queen takes e6. So ChatGPT says bishop takes h6, but it's not working, or knight g6, but simply rook e8. So in my system, Nimzovich writes that one of the reasons to make a trade is to open up a file or a diagonal. So, like you can force white to you can force black to like do something when you open this up. So like taking one of these might be good, right? To open up the queen on e6. Yeah, if you take on d7, then the bishop takes back, and then e6 is not fine. Yeah, so after knight takes, I guess he doesn't have to take back. He can actually threaten the bishop. So if takes here, we have queen check, and then this has got to be really bad for black, right? Like, so otherwise e5, and then what? e5, then 97 check. Oh no, he's just going to take the knight. E4-5, you can use the uptime command. But I think I've been live a little over an hour and 20 minutes. So 97 to check is the move. But then the bishop comes back, right? You give the piece back, and then d takes e5. You can change the order though. You can just go d takes first. Huh. D takes F takes was mentioned in chat. I don't understand White's next move. Yeah, this one is tricky, I think, to find this move. The best move. Finding the best move in this position. Yeah, Sabon, actually, we're on the main line. This is right. So you guys are you're still after 97. So White played a nice move here, knight cd4. Which I think I understand now, because if you take either of these pieces, maybe I don't understand. Well, there's this fork coming, right? So if you take the bishop, then there's this fork that's happening. And if you take the knight, then queen check wins the bishop and forks. Can't draw arrows. There we go. So this looks really nice. And if you take the bishop, well, then you still have this fork. Rook takes f4. Rook e8 then. Oh, I see. Yeah, rook e8 would not be right. So after e takes f4, what's the idea here then? Because I'm not seeing it now. Now that rook e8 was pointed out to me, I'm not seeing the point. Yeah. So if it's not 96, what is it? Um, so queen e6 first? Queen e6, queen g6, and then king over to have this square? So yeah, I like queen e6. Um, so queen e6, king h8 check, and then queen g6. Yeah, I mean, this is not a force mate or anything, but I definitely prefer white here. Yeah, queen g6 now. And you're threatening mate on h7. So black black basically has to play king g8. Oh, I see. Well, king g8, can't you go... Oh, I don't know. King g1, 96. Oh, that's true too. I mean, knight f6. Yeah. Yeah, well, Wolf, it's not really a puzzle. It's just a good line from a game that someone shared. So maybe queen g6 is not the answer. So Lavadora, what's the point after king h8? Instead of going queen a6, try knight b5. Okay. So knight b5. Um, yeah, so the queen moves, and then we go queen e6 check. Yeah, okay. That's kind of nice, actually. So you're winning the piece now. All right. Yeah, this is complex. It's too much. Without like a concrete solution, it's kind of hard to present it in a format like this. But yeah, thanks for sharing, Lavadora. Yeah, so you're finally winning a piece now, because once the queen moves, we have this. All right, so we already solved this one. This one we looked at. All right. All right, so Martin Knowles, you wanted to go ahead and play. So you want to play a 3-2 now. Okay. So I can't comment too much on a 3-2, but yeah, I'll go ahead and play this game. Good luck, have fun, Martin Knowles. Just got a message from my emergency service. Queen c7. All right, so I'm just gonna develop and castle, I guess. I don't feel like this is actually threatening anything. All right, what to do? Just keep developing, I guess. So we're following a really similar line that we played last time. I think I played b5 and allowed him to play c5. What if I played c4, c5 myself first? Does he have too much pressure on this pawn? Not really. One, two, three, 1, 2. Yeah, c5 actually loses a pawn. Hmm. Well, I didn't mind the line that I played last time with b6 after he locked it up. Can I switch scenes? Oh, right. There we go. Yeah. The time is there now. Sorry about that. Thanks, Misanthrope. So this time he doesn't actually play c5. Interesting. So now my knight gets here. Seems good. He's on this pawn. So queen c2 maybe? Queen c2, his knight takes here. I can't take back with this pawn because it's pinned. I'm running out of time. Ouch. Yeah, I hope so. I only have 25 seconds. That's the problem. Um, Lost a pawn. Ouch. Okay. Let's go up here. More Werewolf requests. Okay, I'll take his rook. Ah, that sucks. I didn't see that knight move. Okay, I gotta give the exchange back, I guess. So what's the material count? No, the material's even after he takes my rook. But this knight is trapped, right? Just, yeah, I don't know how he wins it, but I can't move my knight. That's the problem. I'm on this pawn. So probably just bishop here is enough. Okay. Oh my god, I just dropped that. Okay, game over. GG Martinez. Time pressure got to me. E4-5, how long do I play chess? I've been playing chess for like something like 25 years. Why didn't I remove the attacked rook at 21? Because the bishop was attacked. Misanthrope, he was going to take my bishop for free. I'd much rather lose the exchange than lose a piece for free. So if I move the rook here, he takes this for free. All right. Yeah, good game, Martinez. Wow. Well done. All right, so I have another challenge against E0 Tsaz. E0 Tsaz. All right, good luck, have fun. All right, this is a 5-0. I had that. I still have it. Yeah, let's do that. Although Rick here, what do I do then? Pawn up? Does that work? Looks like it's trouble if I try that. Oh, I have queen takes check. Okay, never mind. I can take. I'm threatening to take his queen with check, so he can't do Rick here. Maybe knight here was better. Hmm. My queen doesn't have a very good home. Let's play a6 here. Just want to prevent like moves like this. Maybe queen c7. I can bring my rooks to the DNC files. Or maybe d file first. Okay. So my goal here is just to trade pieces, really. Like... So I can't take that, right? Because he takes here. Oh, but then I take here and he takes there. Yeah. No, it's just a bunch of trades, actually. That's what I want. So takes, 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 takes. Misanthrope says, I learned a single knight is more valuable compared to a single bishop. Is this correct? Uh, Martinel's, no. It depends on the position. It's not so simple. Seems okay. Fat Boy Slim. Nice. I recognize this. Alright, so king here, he's got this check, but it's my only legal move, so I gotta play it. So what do I do after this? So I think king here... it's ugly. I don't want to play that move. But after king f6, he's got this check, and then losing this pawn. So king here, queen there is a draw. I don't know. So rook here, threatening mate. Oh, is this salvageable? Maybe g4. g4 looks terrible. It allows this check. Yeah, that's mate. I have no idea. I have no idea. If I had a gangster name, what it would be, I have no clue. I don't know what a gangster name is. I have no clue. This walks into mate, but I don't see any other way to stop this move. Good game. Rook c5. Rook c5 might have been better. Well, then there's this check winning the rook, but yeah, it's rough. Rook c4, he's got queen f4 check winning the rook. Yeah, it doesn't look nice. I mean, this is pretty clear. Like, white's winning like a crazy. Yeah, rook c4 is like the best move, but it's white is still crazy winning. Like, what was the last time that I had a chance here? Not here. Okay, so here I had to take b takes c6 in order not to lose. Wow. That's a hard move to play, is b takes c6. Because after here, it's just a forced win. Rook d8 is a forced win. White's winning. Wow. Well, that's humbling. That's a 1400 player just beat me like that. All right. G6 was terrible. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like he had threats along this diagonal, right? So it was like, what do you do? What do you do against this battery here? I guess knight d. The computer's suggesting knight d4. I don't know. Yeah, knight d4 allows check. That's kind of strange. Yeah, strange moves, strange opponent. All right, Martin Alls, let's go. So a slightly longer time control. All right, d6. So he's gonna play the same opening again, I guess. What does he do if I go here? I guess he always plays this first. Oh, now he's playing the King's Indian. All right, so we're going into this now. Castles, bishop e2, e5. No, c5. Does this still work if he goes c5? I mean, I can try it. Let's see what happens. So we go here, and then there. All right, so here do I take with the c or the e pawn? I kind of like taking with the c pawn because that opens up this, but taking with the e pawn is interesting too because it gives me this 4 versus 3. I think the e pawn is much more natural because otherwise the c pawn he has 3 versus 2 over here. Okay, so this is awkward, right? Against this rook. I can't move these pieces. Yeah, maybe I can't play like this against c5. Like against e5, this is a thing, but I'm not sure about c5. Yeah, I've never played like this against c5, so I'm just trying it out today. Wow, this is really painful. Maybe if I bring one of my other pieces around to this area to blockade, like this pressure here. Okay, so what to do? What to do? Oh, thanks, Sabon. I appreciate that. Knight here. That doesn't actually help though. Like, I need to defend this pawn. My king can't get there. My rook can't get here. How would my knight get to defend this pawn? I mean, like knight here. Maybe that's an idea. Castle and then go like knight here. So what does Hans Tuwen mean? Tuwen? I don't get the joke, Martin Halls. Although, by the way, welcome, Lictopred. It's good to see you here. Always with the interesting song requests. Pushing a pawn in the situation worth consideration. Well, I'm trying to develop my pieces mostly. Like, it's not easy. I'm trying to figure out how to develop my queen side, and it's not going to be easy with these bishops bearing down on them like this. Somebody request a song from the Dutch comedian. Ah, a Dutch comedian. Okay. The A pawn. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, pushing A pawn, pushing the A pawn. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure what that accomplishes really. I mean, I suppose if I go A4, I can go like rook A3. That's kind of an awkward way to develop the rook. Maybe it's possible. It's a weird idea. That's something. Yeah. So Martinel's Lictopred likes to request some different kind of music sometimes. So that's Lictopred for you. So I had this idea of going here, but then that involves like a self pin, right? Like the knight would be pinned going down here, and then he has this move bearing down on the knight. I have to go like rook d1. This looks painful for white for a long time. Maybe I should just sack a pawn or something. Like just say screw that pawn. I'm gonna play bishop here and rook here, and just let him take. Honestly, I feel like that's the way I have to play this. Like I don't know how to develop otherwise without this bishop. With this bishop here. Attack the bishop with the knight. Yeah, I mean he's just got bishop here, for example. Like I just need to get my pieces active, and hopefully, if he takes this pawn, I'll have some compensation. It's nice though, actually, with the knight here, h3 does threaten to win a piece. So he'd have to do something about that if I played that way. Martinell says, I think on the objectives for white, this opening is to try to limit the maneuverability of the black bishops. So I feel okay here. Yeah, well, yeah, you didn't play e5, and that's the move I know. So c5, yeah, I tried to play like a weird line that I play against e5. Apparently it doesn't work so well against c5. Anyway. Knight h4, huh? Yeah, with my bishop still on c1, knight h4, he just puts his bishop on c2, and I haven't made any progress. I just made my knight a worse piece on h4. Like, assuming this bishop is back here. So it's gonna go here, then there, then this is the only move. Might as well. You can also go back this way. Oh yeah, it's this square too. Aha. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible I have some compensation now. And that looks like it's going to be my pawn. How does he defend that pawn? If I take this? Of course, how do I attack it without losing this? He's starting to take here. If I move this around, he's got this. Let's just march the king up. Oh. Oh, I didn't see a knight takes. Crap. Oh, no. I can take here, though. Okay, that's starting to take here and go here. Let's do this. Yeah, this is looking bad for me now. This pawn became protected and passed, like really quickly. Whoa, he didn't take my bishop. Okay, let's go here. Or here. I don't think I can take this because of check. I have to go here. What's the point of that move? I don't understand. Oh, crap. Whoa, that doesn't seem right. So what? I'm up material now. I'm up a whole rook somehow. How did that happen? Oh my god. Save this pawn. Time pressure. We both have time pressure here. Let's go here. Oh no. Crap. I've got this. Penny though. Here. This is so tense. Can't allow mate. That's not mate though. Yeah, I had king here. Let's go here. I feel like my pass pawn might be good enough. I hope it is. Let's go check, push the king away. Oh wait. Oh, I'm in check. Wow. There. Maybe check was better here. Yes, these tunes are so good, Martin Alls. Thanks, man. I need to learn tactics and stuff. You will not. You will. Okay, wait a minute. Hang on. I mean, I know some tactics, right? Hang on. Do. I'm gonna go here and then there. Oh man. My king is on his, almost on his starting square. I can go king here. Maybe I can hide behind his own pawns. With my rook guarding his own back rank. Maybe my king is safe on his back rank. Wow. Okay, so the plan was to go here. Yeah. Make a queen. Alright, somehow blockade and stop his own pawns. Taking here next. I gotta take here. Oh, shoot. Alright, I'll just go here. Yeah. I'll take here or check, maybe. Oh my god. Does he have a draw? Surely not. Shoot. What do I do here? So can I win this last pawn? I think I can. Surely. Oh, maybe this is a draw now. Oh no. No. Martin Alls. Good game, man. Ouch. Yeah, good game. Ouch. Man, I should have won that, right? I should have won that. Misplayed it. I think maybe getting my king on his back rank was not maybe the best plan. Oy. Oh, that was fun. All right. So Misanthrope says, "Oh, you need to learn tactics." Oh, you weren't talking to me. You were talking to Dre Zanimus. Okay, so Dre Zanimus asked a question. Which opening would you recommend to learn to crush people below 1200? One for white and one for black. I mean, anything, right? Like any opening that has a real name, that isn't dubious, that's not refuted, you're fine. It's not the opening that's going to crush a particular rating. Yeah, don't focus on the opening in order to beat somebody. Like Misanthrope said, tactics is the way to crush lower rated players. So yeah. Oh, yeah, and you don't even have to learn Grandmaster moves. It's just opening principles. You know, develop your minor pieces, connect your rooks. All right, so Martinez wants to play again. I'm not sure if I'm up for that. Ugh, okay, I'll play one more, Martinez. One more. Okay, here we go. Martinez is grabbing his Caro-Kann book so they can figure out what to play here. Or he's giving me time odds. Not sure. Martinez says, don't focus too much on the opening itself. Learn the plan, the ideas behind the opening. Yeah. That's good advice. He's going into the main line. Oh, F3. Okay, so this is some gambit, which I've never seen. Well, I have seen this before. Actually, I remember claiming to have not seen this before. So yeah, I have seen this before, but I still haven't studied it. I don't know what to do here. Okay, so I'm going to take... The only way to refute a gambit is to accept. So... Wait, knight f6, I'm going to play my bishop out. I'm going to just try to do a standard plan here and see what happens. Like, I'm late, right, because I'm behind in development. But we'll see what happens here. Maybe I need to play knight d7 in this line. Just to speed things up. Now you can watch how to play white out of preparation. Yeah. So e6 probably seems like a normal move. So there's knight discoveries. Let's look at all these moves. Play without preparation. Oh, I see. Yeah. So, like, I don't know this line, right? So I'm just trying to figure out the best moves for black, on my own. Which, you know, I assume is just developing moves, right? But I want to make sure that like, knight here doesn't kill me. So, like, knight here, I have to deal with my queen, but I can also take the bishop. Takes. I mean, his rook is attacked, and I'm up a piece. So yeah, that's got to be good. So he'd probably take my bishop. So knight here, he'd take my bishop, and then I would move my queen back, and that should be okay. His rook takes there, actually. Okay, so let's not allow that. Now that I'm seeing this knight in rook coordination on f7, let's not allow that. So I'm going to take here first. And then I'll... yeah, now he's threatening this check, winning the queen. So I have to deal with that. So this is the problem with accepting gambit sometimes. Wonder if queen g3 is possible. I think queen g3 runs into bishop h5. Sorry, queen g6 runs into bishop h5 with the coordination on f7. So maybe the queen has to go all the way back, and I don't have anything developed. It feels terrible. Yeah, I mean, I guess I have to. This is crazy. I don't have anything developed. I don't know. Maybe there was probably a better move than queen d8, but I didn't see it. Queen here, maybe. Martinez says, by the way, I only play aggressive openings. I go for initiative and development only. I'm more of a club player, a pub player than a club player. Nice. Yeah. That's a cool opening repertoire. I wish I was more aggressive sometimes to be able to play or to be able to beat lower rated players more easily. But yeah, I always like to play like more solid stuff. Like whenever I tried to play more aggressive stuff like the Sicilian, my win rate went down. Like, yeah, sharp stuff just leads to me missing tactics more often than not. Okay, so he's thinking here. Defensive tactics. Yeah, looking at your opponent's moves can be key. All right, so bishop b7 and castles probably. If he threatens h7, I'll have to play g6. Yeah, and hopefully I can get developed someday. So I have an extra pawn here, and as long as I don't get mated, I have something. I just gotta get caught up in development. This is such a weird song for Disturbed. It's Disturbed is such a heavy rock band, and this song is not a rock song. It's so weird. Martinel says you beat Ferrugia with this aggressiveness. Oh wow, that must have been in a bullet tournament. Yeah, oh, an ultra bullet. Wow. Okay. 15-second chess is barely chess, man. All right. Knight here. So yeah, I want to play knight d7. The Blackmar Dimer? Is this really the Blackmar Dimer? I've heard of that gambit before, but I didn't know the name, actually. I mean, I didn't connect Blackmar Dimer with f3, actually. Yeah, I had no idea. Maybe I should look that up. I only started playing the Caro-Kann. It is ultra bullet, but hey, I have a plus score against Alireza. Nice. All right, so knight here, and then I can find the castle. Blackmar Dimer. No, I don't think this is a Blackmar Dimer, is it? No, this isn't the Blackmar Dimer gambit, Mr. Sabon. Blackmar Dimer is at a d4, d5. Yeah, d4, d5, e4. All right, what's he doing? What is he up to? Aha, this is nice. Oh man, I missed that. Yeah, you should probably stop typing when you have 14 seconds left on your clock. I agree. Wow. Okay. Okay, I gotta figure out how to defend this. Can I defend this? Maybe I'm already lost. I don't know. Hmm. Maybe give the exchange. What does he do? So rook here, I can play rook here. So the threat is queen h6. Um. Hmm. Does this help? I can just run away. I can just run away to e7. I think. Assuming my rook isn't hanging, so maybe rook here. So king up, maybe? Okay. I'm dropping the rook. Yeah, he's winning my rook now. What's going on? So I'm up the exchange somehow at the end of all that? Does he have more threats? I don't see him. If he does. So I have a chance here if I don't lose on time. Let's go here. Kind of leave my king hanging. Kind of out to dry. Shoot. I don't know what to do. Oh my god, he was threatening mate. I totally missed that he was threatening mate here. Wow. Good game, Martinez. Ouch. Now he didn't miss it. I put him in check and he couldn't play it. Like he was threatening mate, and then I put him in check, and then yeah, I missed that he was threatening it. My bad. Wow. Man, I had chances there. I'm pretty sure I had chances before you threatened mate and won. I didn't see it. Good game. I could have taken his bishop. How was that? His bishop wasn't hanging ever. Like his queen was always defending it, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. That was just a Missed. Yeah. So I guess I needed to play like king back or maybe my rook somewhere. Yeah, rook back to coordinate with the queen would have been nice. Rook back and there's no checks. Oh, there is a check actually. Does that actually work? King here. Yeah, it looks dicey because queen f7 is coming. Ouch. Yeah, that's hard to defend. What does the computer say here? Yeah, well, computer likes black. King h7 is the way to defend. Or no, e5. What? e5? I guess just... Oh, yeah, you can't take because of this. Nice. That's a computer move for sure, e5. But yeah, king h7 is more natural. That also works. Boy. Good game, Martinez. Good games. All right. Why don't we do some Lichess tactics together? Check the stock fish on the game before on move 12. Yeah, we can try that. I think I can just click the back button. So here on move 12 for white or black? So you're saying white's move or black's move here? Is this the right? No, this is the current game, right? Hang on. Oh, it totally is. Blackmore Diamond Gambit, Ziegler defense. Nice. Like if I make this smaller so you guys can see it. Yeah, Blackmore Diamond Gambit. Wow, we must have transposed into it then. How interesting. Is that the last game? Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, I think I played. Hang on. Martinez. Yeah, this is the one where I had white. So move 12. This is move 12 for white. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because I had this weird plan like of castling. Like, did you mean before castling or after castling? Martin Hall said, I'm sure you would be 2,000 plus in Blitz if you would play slightly faster in the middle game. Yeah, maybe. Martin Halls, maybe. I miss a lot of like basic tactics, which is rough. Like especially when I'm tired. Like somebody will attack my bishop and I just won't even move it. That's the problem for me. But thanks for the compliment, Martin Halls. I appreciate that. When I slow down, I play stronger. So before castling and after. Okay, so what does Stockfish say instead of castling here? Stockfish likes castling, actually. Yeah, Stockfish's number one move is castling here, and then after castling, and then knight d7, Stockfish likes a4. Haha! Misanthrope, I remember you commenting about a4, actually, to free the rook. It doesn't play rook a3 very soon, but it does like a4 for some reason. Wow. That's pretty interesting. Not sure why it plays a4 here. Because the follow-up of rook a3 is not available. Like, I mean, it's not in the list. I mean, it's not in the move list here. But, hey, Martinez wants to play again. Oh, he wants to play a slower game. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay. That sounds good. E4, 5? Sorry, man. Sometimes that happens with the low latency. So, okay, so this is a 10 plus 5 game. It's a little bit slower. It's probably the last game of the stream. So Martinez is a good opponent for sure. You see our rapid ratings are pretty close. How many rapid ratings have you actually? How many rapid games have you actually played? 270. Yeah, I don't know how many I've played. It's probably in the thousands. Or maybe not. It's at least 500 though, I would think. Played a lot of rapid. So again with the Caro-Kann, I guess he's going to play his Blackmore Dimer again. But yeah, e4-5, all I can suggest is just to refresh and try that. I'm not dropping any frames or anything from my side. Yeah, Lictopred, sometimes like it's kind of a warning. What you can do if you're on the browser, you can click the gear under advanced, turn off low latency. That might work better for you, but you'll see it um, with more of a delay. You turned off low latency. Okay. Well, if you guys want, I can just restart the stream. So he pushes and goes for the advanced Caro-Kann. Okay. So I'm supposed to play bishop f5 here. Huh. He turned off low latency and it still lags. Yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you guys. I guess I can just try to stop and restart. Like, I can just do it instantly, like stop and restart. Give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Okay, I think we're back. We should be live now. Are we live? We're not live. Oh my god, OBS, what are you doing to me? Ah, we're back. Oh, thank god. F4. Wow. Okay. So you guys didn't miss too much. He played bishop d3, I took, and then he took back. And then he played f4 just now. So c5 is coming. I think c5 here right away. Although queen b5 check, and he wins this pawn. So queen b6 first. Seems good. Martinello says, my rapid lating is low. Rapid is not my thing. Opponent usually has too much time to disprove or my over-aggressive nonsense. Yeah. Aggressiveness is good in Blitz. I mean, that's probably why you're 2000. I mean, you have some good tactics, man. Like, we've been going back and forth, and you've been surprising me in some of the tactics. Like, if you just play more solid, you'd probably beat me, like, without being so super aggressive. I don't know. Not sure how that would work out. All right, let's play c5 now. Okay. Jeez. I should probably be in bed. Trying to recover from this cold. The things the streamer does. Alright, so now knight c6 probably. Being solid. I like to win and lose with fireworks. It must be a brain disease or something. Well, fireworks are fun. It makes chess more interesting, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I just had this thing about like Karpov was always one of my favorite grandmasters, right? So I'm sure you liked Kasparov better. Shaggy, it wasn't me. Sure, I'm more a Kasparov, Tal, Fischer kind of player. Yeah, I do like Carlsen as well. Yeah. Yeah, I think someone said of Carlsen that he out Karpov'd Karpov. Like he played even more like Karpov than Karpov did. I am starting to study the games of Tal though, and I have a really good appreciation for some of the moves he makes. That's for sure. It's exciting stuff, and I like studying it. It's just it's not every day that I get a chance to play like aggressive like that. Like my opponent has to play really passive before I'm comfortable playing aggressively. Since we lost everybody with that short stream, that short stream thing, where I wasn't streaming there for a few seconds. Yeah, there's only 6 people here now. Okay, no big deal. All right, rook c8 maybe. Martinell says the grinding, yes, it's an achievement, but I enjoy the game ending with a beautiful tactic than a rook in game. Yeah, I understand. I appreciate both perspectives for sure. I've had my share of tactic winning games as opposed to rook endings. All right, just doesn't happen very often for me. So can I get away with this or maybe this? In the advanced Caro-Kann, I always have this quandary as to what to do with my bishop and knight here. You know, white controlling f6 is actually kind of a pain. But this advanced knight or whatever is kind of cool. Let's go for that. Probably the 6 important viewers. Nice. The loyal guys are still here. Thanks, Misanthrope. I hope it's not lagging as much now. When white has a pawn on e5, it needs to go for the king attack. Huh. Oh, Alyekin. Yeah, that's not how Alyekin is spelled in the English. It's spelled like Alekhine with a K. No, it actually helped, at least for me. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. All right, so knight here. All the pressure is on this pawn. He's got all the defenders, but you know I have all the attackers. Maybe bishop b7 and castle finally, and his pieces are kind of stuck on this pawn. That's kind of the point of the Caro-Kann here, where these trades have happened. This pawn is the weak point. Alexander Alexandrovich Alyekin. But again, that's not the traditional spelling in English. I don't know. Like I don't know why they spell it the way they do, but this is the traditional spelling of his last name in English. And I think I'm saying that right, Alyekin. It's from the Wikipedia English version. Yeah, well, you know, Wikipedia is the consensus. It's also from chessbase.com and chessgames.com. Anyway, you're getting really low on time, Martinez. You got to stop typing. There. Okay. Yeah. So that's more precise, right? That's how Alekhine himself, or Alyekin himself, spelled his name. So that's the important bit, I think. How did Mr. Alexander spell his own name? And you just got it right there. That's the Russian text. Ah, g4. Interesting. Aggressive. Is he gonna go g5 next? I like the Game of Thrones theme. Whoever requested this. Yeah, it's a good idea. You have less than 2 minutes. Probably no more typing. There's only a 5-second increment here. Yeah, so I thought he might play g5, but now my knight kind of just stays on f5 forever. And the song requests have ended. So we're back to my piano jazz music. Whoa. That move is possible, isn't it? Because after, yeah, you won a pawn there. Wow, nice find, nice find. That's a good move. Okay, okay, I'll give it to you. Because I think after you take here, I can take here. Oh no, my rook is hanging. Ouch. All right, I suppose I'll castle and then maybe think about this pawn later. Although there's nobody defending over here. Like, I don't know. His pawns are kind of in the way. He probably plays g6 to sack one of them. King h1, rook g1. That probably wins. And dare I be so greedy? I guess it's not all that greedy, actually, because, yeah, it's just a trade, and we'll see what happens. I'm not sure allowing his rook to get to g7 is a good idea, but... Misanthrope, am I going to watch the Super Bowl? Yeah, probably. Probably. It's one of the few sporting events I actually watch every year. Okay. So, how do I stir up trouble? How do I stir up trouble? I mean, pushing pawns is always good, right? Let's try that. You're a ref in Germany. Oh, wow. A referee. Wow. So pass pawns deserve to be pushed. I'm just assuming his attack stuff over here is not going to work. I might be assuming wrong. So does this move do anything? I'm not sure. Takes. Here? No, his queen's attacked. Here, threatening there. Yeah, it's getting dicey. I'm just gonna shut my eyes and hope nothing works. So I can force his queen to move now. Lock it up. He doesn't have these two squares. So his queen goes back. And how does he get on the dark squares? Right? Like, he's not going to get on these dark squares anytime soon, I don't think. I hope not. Anyway, I'm going to keep pushing my pawn. Maybe someday that'll mean something. Always with the pawn pushes. All right. I just realized even if I got my pawn to b1, he could just take it. Like, there's not much there, is there? All right, so takes. Huh. But maybe I have time to just get the connection going. Like, I need the connection, I think, in order to push. So yeah, he's just blocked it all up. It's all blocked up now. Yeah, none of his pieces are getting past all of this nonsense. Like, let's go here. And then we'll go a4. A4, he's got rook a1. So let's go. Yeah, Misanthrope, I'm not much into sports on a normally, I gotta say. So my king is like covered in pawns. It's like a white pawn blanket on my king side. That's really strange. Like, my back rank is always forever going to be an issue. Chess is a sport. Yeah, I guess so. That's true. Can I just take here? I think so. Actually covers f5 too. I don't know if he was thinking about knight f5 or what, but pass pawns. Wow. Okay. So I got to take this way. Yeah, taking this way would be suicide probably. So my king is probably relatively safe here, assuming he doesn't ever get a chance to do this, which I don't think I don't think I'll let him have a chance to do that. I assume I can stop that. How do I stop that? Queen here? Then what? Well, I don't have any other legal moves, so I gotta make it. I mean, king up here would lose immediately. So queen here probably just loses slowly, but I'm not sure. This isn't check, right? So I can go queen here. Yeah. So I have my own threats. You can't go queen here now. Hey, chips. Okay. So yeah, now I just make a queen? Or something? Oh, whoops. Yeah, I was just thinking I had this, but I mean, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Like this sacks a rook, but it should be okay. Because these two pawns are better than this rook, I think. Queen h6 and I lose. No, that's not how chess works. I'm going to give it my pawn here. Oh, wait, he's got this move? I just go here, I guess. And then here? I just make a queen, because this isn't check. I should be okay now. Oh. So this is check. Oh no, he's got mate. Oh crap. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No, this is mate. This is over. Incredible. Good game, Martinez. Unbelievable. Maybe I had a draw with just checking the king forever. Crap. I missed that. I missed that win. Ugh. Martinez, you got me. Unbelievable. Let me look at the engine analysis there. Like, I'm sure I was winning most of that game, but all these threats, man, they're so hard to defend. Jeez. You're on the edge of resigning. I had a clear win. What was the clear win? Man. What was the clear win? Let's get the computer analysis going. Oh, unbelievable. What a game. What a game. I totally had you. All I had to do was ignore all your pawns, right? All right. Yeah, so I was winning up until... So wait, I was winning up until here, and then white wins. So this says mate in 8 for me, and then after I make a second queen, it's mate in 4 for you. Wow, that doesn't happen too often. Look at the analysis change here. I want you guys to see this in the Lichess analysis. Mate in 4 for him, and if I back up one move, mate in 8 for me. That's crazy. Yes, I just had to know your bullcrap. Yeah. So queen f5 check. Queen f5 check. What? Queen here check. King g3. Queen e5. Oh. Because most of the light squares probably... so if king g3, yeah, we take this pawn and we eat all of these. if king g2, queen e4 check, king g3. Okay, and then, yeah, I guess the queen is defending here, so we can make a queen now. Yeah, the only way to stop mate is to give checks here. Man, all I had to do was stay on the e file to guard against this pawn. Oi. Oh, you missed those analyses because of lag. Oh, that's messed up. Okay. Yeah. So king f2. So after king f2, you know, I ended up playing here. So I have mate and 8 here for black. You guys can see that. But when I make a queen here, it's mate and 4 for white. So yeah. So mate and 8 for me, mate and 4 for him. It's crazy. And all I need to do, all I needed to do was get my queen on the F file before making my second queen. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Okay, guys. It's been fun. It's another Tuesday gone by. We will see you guys next week, and looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hans van der Wilt, you came just as I'm ending my stream. But head on over to Sligy. He's a good international master. He takes viewer challenges and all that stuff. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.